Hello and greetings tonight. So right now it is like 11:30 p.m. Um, just took me a shower and drank some coffee and took an allergy pill. I'm waiting to fall asleep because I do have to get up early in the morning. I'm really not looking forward to that. And the morning hours at this job are crucial. I do not be having any fun. Everything about the morning hours just makes me sick to my stomach. Based on the fact that me and my boss is not getting along. But then it's something else that's bothering me. And I'm going to say this because I've been feeling some type of way. I know it's not right to dislike other people's kids, but I'm gonna say that the same little boy who I did story times about 2 months ago, that he kicked me when I first started working at the daycare, and then the next month after that, he bit me. Now he has a cousin, this girl, who me and the little girl got into an altercation before. And this is when the girl told me to shut the fuck up. Yeah, this little 8 or 9 year old girl who's his cousin. Now, I gotta really pray for myself, and I can control my emotions, because the way that I was brought up, if a kid talk back to a grown up, they either gonna get a whooping or they gonna get slapped. They gonna get the mess slapped out of them. And I be wanting to put my hands on this little girl and the little boy who kicked me and everything. I mean, yesterday, it was the girl, the 8 or 9 year old little girl. She's gonna ask me to turn off the air conditioner. I told her no, I can't touch the air. She said, turn it off now, 'cause I'm cold and I didn't bring my jacket because my jacket is still in the dryer. I said, who are you talking to? You're not gonna tell me to turn anything off now. You a child, stay in a child place. She's like, turn it off now. And I just ignored her. Now, mind you, these are kids who are, I'm going to say what my mom used to call these Mexican people who are light complected, light skinned Mexicans. And I thought they were all white, but they're not. They're Mexican. So, but they're very spoiled. Very, very spoiled. Every morning, their grandma bring them to the daycare, and they get there, and they talk to the daycare teachers crazy. They hit the daycare teachers. They're disrespectful to the daycare teachers, especially me. Now, my boss saw me tell the little girl to get out of the teacher's chair, the teacher's chair that me and the other teachers sit in. And I told her to go sit at the table with the other kids. She gonna say no. My boss looked at me and looked at her, and then she just walked away. This is another reason why I want to quit this job, because she really is preying on my downfall. And like I said, when I made the video about my boss earlier, she has a grudge because she's mad because she had to beg me to still work for her. And I still want to quit just to hurt her, because she said some very ignorant and mean-spirited things to me. We had a conversation when I was trying to ask her, could she give me a raise and pay me more money? Because I feel as if I do a lot, which I do. But anyway, this little girl, and like I said, I know it's not right to want to put your hands on somebody else's kid, but I want to take my hand and slap this little girl and her little cousin and the little boy. And I want to slap both of them into next week, because they just disrespects the hell out of me. Telling me to shut up or shut the fuck up, or just mean spirited toward me. I don't be even saying anything to them for them to say those things. They just say it. They'll say it to any teacher. Now, one teacher in particular, she hits them when they curses her out. And this is the same daycare teacher who I said that I'm cool with. She hits the kids. And she gonna tell me she don't care about these cameras watching. Okay. You don't care about the cameras watching, but I hope, that you don't get into no trouble, because she actually tackled the little boy down and made him fall and bump his head, even though he hit her first, and she's an adult. But this little girl, she just loves to annoy me. She knows that which buttons to press to piss me off. And I'll be wanting to get some switches off the tree and beat her ass. I'll be wanting to slap her because she's disrespectful. She was mad because the AC was on in yesterday morning. And she gonna tell me, turn it off now. And I'm like, you're not talking to me like that. And she just kept going on and on. Then she stopped talking to me. But then when I told her to get out of the teacher's chair, that's when she decided to get back at me. And she sat there. So what I did is I waited until she got up to put her plate in the trash after she ate this plate of pancakes that my boss cooked. And I sat in the chair. And when she was done putting the plate in the trash, she stood there shocked with her mouth open, like she wanted to come up to me and say something. But then she just looked away and went to go sit with the other kids, as she should. And I just don't understand these kids. They very, very spoiled. They spoiled rotten. And they always cry, and they want their way, and they're eating sugar every day, honey buns, yogurt with sprinkles and chocolate in it. Their grandma gives them a bunch of sugar to eat, and then they have the audacity to demand my boss, my boss with her stupid self, to demand her to cook them pancakes, and she goes and does it. If I was her, I wouldn't cook them no pancakes every day. I would tell them that they go eat these cereal, eat this cereal, or you don't eat nothing. And I tell you, since I've been working at this daycare, going on 3 months, I ain't never wanted to put my hands on some kids the way that I wanted to put my hands on them. But I have to just watch myself because I don't come close to them because I be just that mad. Especially at this little girl who told me to shut the F up. My first week working there, the same week that her little cousin kicked me. But I'm just stressed out and overly tired of this job. I'm trying to hold on to the job because, like I said, my paychecks are very nice. But at the same time, I don't think it's worth it for what I go through there. And then at the same time, my boss is acting funny with me and everything. Then she's gonna tell me that she see other teachers in the baby room. They really be doing the work and I don't be doing nothing, which is a lie. I'm always working. So I don't know where she get that from. Then she always want to come in the baby room or peep in the window at me to see if I'm working. And if I'm in there sitting down, if she's passing by the baby room, she want to stare at me as if I don't have the right to sit down. And I be waiting on her to come in there and say something to me. But she don't really say anything to me anymore ever since that incident that happened between me and her. When I said she followed behind me like she wanted to swing on me, talking about what is your problem. She lucky I ain't know any other black woman. I didn't act the way any other black woman would and go off on her that day because at the same time I was thinking about, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do to keep this job, and I can't keep this job by acting ghetto like I want to fight this woman, even though I did want to fight her because what you doing following behind me like that? And who do you think you are? And seriously. And I gotta get up in the morning, 5 a.m. every morning, and then I have to look at her in the face at 6 a.m. when I get there. It be me and her there, and then the kids start arriving. And all the other co-workers and the other daycare teachers, they arrive late. And I just be standing there with an attitude on my face because I'm like, it's really not fair that I have to get off my behind and be there early and everybody else come in at 9, 10, or 7 o'clock in the morning when I've been there. And I'm tired and everything. But next month is supposed to be my last month working there, and after next month, the end of next month, I'm gonna let her know I'm not finna be working for her anymore because I feel mistreated and unappreciated. Point blank, period. Right now, I'm about to end this video. This is my story time. No, this is not my story time. This is me venting because I'm upset. It's just a lot of things going on at the job that I feel like is unfair to me. stressed out. I'm not being paid the way that I should be paid because for all that I do, and I'm being mistreated again by my boss. But until I post my next video, until then, y'all stay blessed.